morning, students. Observe the images. One girl and boy, isn't it? So if you see there, cold and hot. So a girl is feeling very cold and boy is feeling very hot, isn't it? So what do you understand by this? If you consider boy alone, boy is experiencing heat, isn't it? So when do we experience heat? Mostly we experience heat when the sun is right above us or when the temperature of the atmosphere rises, isn't it? So what happens when the temperature rises? Automatically we start feeling hot, we start sweating, isn't it? Yes. Now if you see here, there are things, objects are there. Identify which is cold, which is hot. Now if you have identified, first one is juice, isn't it? Juice, is it hot? No, it is cold. Second is ice cream, cone ice cream. Ice cream is very cold. Third is fire. Fire, is it a cold? No, it is very hot. Then you can see with the image only, hot cup of tea, isn't it? So tea is very hot. Then next is pizza. Pizza is also hot. Then the ice cubes. Ice cubes are the cold. So these are the cold and hot objects. So in today's lesson we will learn about heat. Your chapter name is heat. So what is heat, students? Heat is a form of energy which causes in us the sensation of hotness or coldness. Okay? Heat, it is a form of energy which is there within us, and this will make you to feel, sensation is nothing but feel the hotness or the coldness within us. So a reliable measure of hotness or coldness of something is its temperature. Okay, whenever you feel the hotness or coldness is nothing but it is your temperature, the body temperature. A reliable measure or a degree of hotness or coldness is something is its temperature. Now basic sense of touch cannot measure this accurately. What is the basic sense of touch? For example, if you touch hot water and then you go touch hot tea, what happens? You don't feel hot. Maybe you are touching the cold water and go and touch the ice cold. So you may not feel cold. So basic sense of touch cannot measure this coldness or hotness accurately. So for that we need an instrument. How to find out whether it is cold or hot? So the device used to measure temperature is called as thermometer. You have maybe seen the thermometer, isn't it? So the device which is used to measure temperature is called thermometer. Now if you see in India, the most commonly used unit in which temperature is measured is Celsius. Okay, in India the temperature is measured in Celsius, whereas in other countries, that is all around the world, they use Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. In India, remember, temperature is measured in Celsius. Now what are the types of thermometer? So there are different types of thermometer. So the first one is clinical thermometer. You may have seen the clinical thermometer, isn't it? Usually it is used to check the fever. So if you see here, you have to remember the characteristics of this thermometer. So if you see, it has a glass tube, isn't it? You have seen the thermometer, so it has a glass tube. Next, it has a kink. So what the function of this kink, that is red dot here? So it prevents the black flow of mercury. If you see here, there is a bulb, isn't it? So in this bulb, the mercury is present. So back flow of mercury is prevented by this kink or red dot. Now the range of clinical thermometer is 35 to 42 degree Celsius. Okay. The range of the clinical thermometer is 35 to 42 degrees Celsius, and it is used to measure the body temperature of human being. Now what is the normal human body temperature? That is 37 degrees Celsius. So in India it is Celsius, so 37 degrees Celsius. So this is a thermometer which is used to check the fever. If you see here, so this is a king and this is the mercury bulb and this is the glass. Okay, so the normal human body temperature, you can see here in written red, 37 degrees Celsius, or Fahrenheit. If you see, it is 98.6 or 98 Fahrenheit is the normal body temperature. So this is your clinical thermometer. Next is your laboratory thermometer. So laboratory thermometer is used in the lab. Why? To measure temperature. Okay, laboratory thermometer is used in the lab to measure temperature. For example, if you see here, measuring temperature of hot water. Okay, maybe hot water, milk, or maybe certain chemicals. To measure the temperature of certain chemicals, this laboratory thermometer is used. Now the range of laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius. You can see here, minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degree Celsius. The minimum temperature is minus 10 and the maximum temperature is 110 degree Celsius. Now you cannot measure the human body temperature with the lab thermometer. Okay, remember, we cannot measure this through this your body temperature. You need for that the clinical thermometer. This is only used in the laboratory. Now the important fact to know, now in the thermometer the mercury is present, isn't it? So mercury is very toxic substance. Toxic is nothing but it is very poisonous and it is very difficult to dispose of. Okay, if your thermometer breaks, you cannot dispose this mercury because it is very toxic, person can die. So nowadays the digital thermometers are available. Okay, this is your digital thermometer, you might have seen. So they are available which do not use mercury. In these digital thermometers the mercury is not present, so therefore it is called digital thermometer. So nowadays usually they use the digital thermometers. They have cancelled using the clinical thermometer because it consists of mercury. If that thermometer breaks, what happens? They cannot dispose because the mercury is present, which is very toxic substance and kill the person, animal, or any other things.